Hi, my name is Chris. Welcome to another episode of Not Your Average Gratitude Podcast, where we bring people on our show, talk about things that are gratitude related or maybe not at all, and we make them suffer by beating their own intention wrap bracelets, which is kind of like what we're known for now. Yep. So good luck. May the force be with you. May the odds be ever in your favor. And let's just dive right in. We'd like to start off the show on a note where we more or less want everybody to know that we're not gurus, we're not perfect, we're not these people that are walking down the street just like enlightened beyond all degree. Mm-hmm. And so I want to know, what is one thing that you are so ungrateful for? Like, what is your one ungrateful confession? Tell me one thing that is driving you crazy and you just need to get it off your chest. Like, right now, go. Don't even think about it.
Systemic oppression is the first thing that comes to mind.
There we go. His ungrateful confession is systemic oppression.
Yeah.
There we go. Tell me more about this. Why this?
Well, I mean, we don't have to get into all of it, but it's just, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot. I feel like there's an over-glorification of gratitude. Mm-hmm. And so I think that, like, yeah, lots of things that I'm ungrateful for are systems that continue to persist that make people feel small or marginalized. Mm-hmm. And obviously everything that's happening in the world these days, I think, like, brings that out more if you're paying attention to it. Also, I'm ungrateful for situations, people, places that aren't willing to open themselves up to the flexibility or the, like, possibility of changing the way of thinking.
Okay. I love that. I mean, so you're about to take on beating one of my most favorite bracelets. It's one of the ones that we just created in the From New York with Intention collection. It's Skyline. It's got a combination of a bunch of really beautiful beads in there. And one of the things that I've been doing a lot with the ends of these bracelets is I've been adding a little red bead on the ends of them right before I tie them into a knot. And it's interesting that you say that, because I've been telling them, I was like, the reason why I started doing that out of nowhere, really, was that I always said, a bracelet is like a closed loop, right? And we never want to be like closed completely. Mm-hmm. And like red always symbolizes, in a lot of different cultures, it symbolizes change. And so I was like, if you keep red at the ends, you're never really closing yourself off. You're always going to keep yourself open to change. Mm-hmm. So you're never really a closed loop. You can always, open yourself back up again. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. It was like this weird like moment that I had in my head, and I thought, I was like, oh, whatever, like red beads. Amazing. And then I was like, but like my thought process behind it was like cute. And then I'm like, I hope people don't think I'm silly for like even saying this out loud.
Not at all.
But it made sense to me in my head, and I still do it anyway. So if you ever do get a bracelet and it has two little red dots on the ends of them, right before
it's meant to be there.
Yeah. It's meant to be there, right before the closure. It's just reminding you to stay open to change.
There we go.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So
tie that all together.
It's funny how that kind of brought up. I was like, that's interesting. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about yourself. We know that you do a lot of the things that we love to do here. I know that you have background and history in, the wellness space, and so I want to hear a little bit more about that and how you kind of got into it.
Yeah.
Before you answer that, will you get him started?
Thank you. I was also just gonna say that too.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Mine is very minimal compared to what you just
I probably
said.
should have started there.
But I don't know, like, I'm a fast walker, so it kind of annoys me, like, when I end up behind someone that's just like walking 1 mile per hour.
Uh-huh.
So yeah.
Did that happen? Did that just happen recently?
Every day.
Every day?
Every day.
Well, guess what? It might happen every day for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I know.
Or
Especially in New York City, I know.
whenever there's like 3 people walking like shoulder to shoulder together.
Taking up the whole sidewalk.
Yes.
I'm like, come on, don't be inconsiderate.
Yeah.
We should just take him out.
Yes. Take out the beats.
Just kidding.
So take them out the beats.
Yeah. So I jokingly
That's what
say,
actually these double
I actually jokingly say, if you mix 2 different colors of beads together, mix them in a jar, it's easily punishable by death. by beating. I'll leave that up to you to figure out what that means.
So you want to hold it
Okay.
right here
Mm-hmm.
at first,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll make a little L.
Okay.
We should just put it like right on top and let it glide on the bead.
Wow, there's like some finesse to this.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a lot of finesse. You just
Cool.
want you literally just want it to glide along the top, and then once
pull
you
it.
pull down,
Uh-huh.
you want it to stay on top of that double-stranded
Yes, yeah,
portion
there's
of
a
it.
double
Okay,
strand.
I see. Yeah.
And
Pull
you,
some down.
but you always need to leave something
okay.
on there because that's
Great.
gonna keep it. That's gonna keep it in place.
Yeah, keep those right
Oh.
there,
Okay.
and then just pull down. You can leave those right there.
Oh.
So that way it's like
It keeps
Oh,
it
I
in
see.
place.
I see. I see. Okay.
Yeah, so that way you don't
Gotcha.
have to constantly be holding
And
it
it's
in
like-
that one spot.
right on the top.
Okay.
Glide, glide,
Yeah.
glide. I said glide. I'm gliding here. You know what movie that's from?
Oh my gosh. No, I don't.
You can grab it from you can grab it from further up, and you can bend it as much as you need to. Figure it out. We do have a camera right above your head, so we are
Beautiful.
recording
Okay,
everything
so-
that you're doing because I want
So
to show people how good I am at it.
I'm gonna be giving all the faces to this.
That's the point.
Yeah.
So hey, you want to
Tell you-
like. So I like to say it's a hockey stick, right, or like a this, right, like
Okay.
a little J, whatever.
Yeah.
But I try to keep it on the bottom towards me.
Okay.
You're right-handed, yes.
Like this. So like.
So, kind of like you're protecting. You want to protect the front of your bead spinner. Look at my hand. So you want to protect the front of your bead spinner, and you kind of just go like this. You're using your thumb and your index finger to press it together. Yeah.
Here.
Oh yeah. There you go.
Yeah, we could probably slow the
Slow
speed
that down. It's going way too fast.
Loosen all the skylines.
You have it on like level 10, and you're like, we're gonna put you back on the bunny slopes.
Why is it in? Is that
There you go.
there?
Why don't you got it started already. What you could also do is just like trim the top of that so it's a little bit shorter.
I think we got it.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like to
Nice.
sometimes I'll use my other hand to like intentionally slow it down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Let
just
it
slide
go.
a few.
Yeah.
All right.
Perfect.
And
Thank you,
you're
guys.
off to the races.
Yay.
Teddy could bead about 6 bracelets in 20 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
He's the fastest beater we have.
Teddy.
He's crazy.
This
Yeah.
also doesn't help if you have sweaty hands, which, fun fact, I
You
have
have?
sweaty hands.
Really?
Yeah, have you thought about getting Botox?
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this makes you sweat in other places more.
It does?
Mhm.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
I don't
so-
know. My
my
ex-girlfriend
gosh.
got it done. I know, right?
I would love
yeah.
to do that. My feet and my hands.
She
I
did her
want-
palms.
I once got my underarms Botox. Most painful thing that I've done.
Really?
Your underarms? And
Yeah, before I got sober.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, like, you have to think about it this way. It's like your body is like meant to release these toxins, and if you're preventing them from leaving in certain areas, like they're going to just clump up in other places.
Oh,
like,
right.
like a lot of men can get breast cancer from like overusing deodorant.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how like you prevent like those glands from like releasing toxins that they need to, and then they just build up in your chest, and
Yeah.
then you get cancer and
Yeah.
die.
So yeah,
So
I got the
tragic.
Botox,
Yeah.
and this is before I got sober. So I'm doing a lot of cocaine, so I'm sweating a lot to
Yeah,
begin
that's
with,
where to go.
and then doing the cocaine make you sweat. I'm no longer sweating in my underarms. I'm sweating more in my face.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was not
I'm
cute.
glad you're not doing
at all.
cocaine anymore.
I mean, that's why I stopped wearing deodorant years ago.
Oh, because you didn't want to get cancer?
Fun fact: if you stop wearing deodorant for long enough, you won't smell anymore.
That's true.
Don't start this summer.
The best, or just don't take the subway. Oh yeah, Tiara walking fast is her ungrateful. She
Yes.
doesn't like it when people walk fast because she walks so
No.
slow that, that she gets
That's not what I
annoyed
said.
when people zoom past her, and she's like, "You kids, you're going too fast." I think that's what she said, right?
Yes, exactly.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly it. As she puts her Barbie 4-wheeler in drive.
Ugh.
Barbie go-kart,
What's yours, Chris?
Mine. Oh my god, my list is endless. Just kidding. I'm not that ungrateful. But my ungrateful moment, I had a really good one the other day, and I would love to piggyback off of that one. But you know what? I'm not going to. So I'm going to come up with a new one. My ungrateful is for. Richard, what's yours?
Mine is. Oh my God, what am I ungrateful for right now? You know what? Whenever I'm at the park and you see all the bikers on the runners, like on the lanes, and you're trying to cross over,
That's so scary.
and then it's like it almost becomes a race between, and especially the runners I'm fine with, but like trying to cross over, and the people on the bikes seem to speed up
I do.
They don't care. They
No.
don't stop.
because you know
I think it's a
Central-
game.
He says with a twinkle in his eye.
because
I-
in Central Park, I'm trying to just cut across, so and the bikers come running up. Yeah, that's what I'm ungrateful.
Okay, you know what I'm ungrateful for? I got it. Okay, New York City. This is an announcement to you. I have a 10-month-old puppy. Puppies like to play. Puppies also like to play with their mouths open. Just because a puppy is running at another dog doesn't necessarily the one that looks like a giant one that looks like a giant fluff ball. Like if he wants to play with you, that doesn't mean he's going to attack your dog and rip it to shreds. I think that dog owners in New York have become so overprotective of their animals.
Yeah, they're like
That
yeah.
the moment that they see so much as another dog on the street, they turn around and run the other way. Teddy,
or they yell at you.
yeah, my Teddy, 10-month-old dog, mind you, put his paws up to say hello to this other dog. The other dog went to say hi to him back. By the way, if a dog is wagging its tail, it doesn't mean that it's scared. It means they're okay. You can let them play. It's a normal behavior for them to wag their tail. It means that they're good. You don't have to freak out, yell at me, and pick up your dog and run bloody murder down the street. It's not necessary. It's also makes everybody else feel uncomfortable, including me.
When did this happen to you?
It happens all the time.
Oh.
Teddy he's a puppy. He's a 10-month-old puppy and he wants
he's
to
curious.
play.
Yeah.
He constantly wants to play. I think he cares more about dogs than he does about humans, which is very surprising for me because every dog I've ever had in the past has always been more focused on the humans and other dogs. He's yeah, whatever, I don't care. But Teddy, oh my God, he sees another dog and he can't go play with them. It's it breaks his heart to the point that he starts to growl and he starts to bark and he starts to cry and he starts he just starts showing every
He's so
emotion.
sweet.
Yeah.
And he's why won't they say hi to me? I just want to play. Don't you know I just want to play? And and I think he just gets really confused is what it is. He doesn't understand why dogs don't want to say hi to him. And then sometimes sometimes these owners just have these very adverse reactions to things and they look at you with these scolding eyes oh, that beast, that animal, and they're rubbing the top of their dog's head checking for blood, and I'm get the fuck out of here, go away. There's nothing wrong with your dog.
Wild.
There's something wrong with you, but not necessarily with your dog. But that's my ungrateful. I don't like other dog owners sometimes, but then you have other dog owners in the city who are magic. They're the sweetest, nicest people in the whole entire world. Teddy will walk up to them, to their dogs, and try to bite them in the face, and they're oh, that's normal puppy behavior. And I'm like, thank you. Somebody finally gets it. And you just have to let the dog do their thing, because what ends up happening is he gets corrected immediately.
Right.
He sees another dog, that dog nips him in the face
And then
one time,
you learn.
Yeah.
and then he
Never
learns.
do it again.
It happened to him twice, and he hasn't done it since. And I'm wow, that's what it took. It just took me to be okay, go say hello. Even if you try to nip him, the dog's gonna nip you right back, and that's gonna be the end of that.
Yeah.
And it was.
They have to learn.
Yeah, it's socialization. I feel humans need more of it sometimes too.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
But that is my ungrateful for the day. I think we went around. We did everybody, you know.
Yeah, we did everyone.
Amazing. So let's get right into it. Tell me something about you is that you are very much in the wellness space.
Yeah.
How did you get into that? What led you to that sort of career path? Did you choose it? Did it fall into your lap? Speak.
Yeah.
Woof, woof.
This sounds dramatic, but I think finding my way into wellness, into the fitness space, was out of survival. Like about 11 or 12 years ago now, I used to weigh 320 pounds. So I've lost like 120 pounds, and I've obviously kept that off. That has been an incredible journey that I don't think we could cover in just like, you know,
20 minutes go.
Yeah, right. But I moved away from a small farm town outside of Chicago. That's where I'm originally from. My
Okay.
whole family's still out there. I have an older brother and 2 younger sisters. They all still live in this really small farm town called Manhattan, Illinois.
Wow.
And we have a Central Park in a Times Square.
Really?
But
Really?
it's like tiny. It's
Now
like a little
why-
clock tower.
Now,
and,
why New York instead of Chicago? I feel like a lot of people from the Midwest gravitate more towards Chicago because that's like the closer big city.
Yeah, I mean, that whole story too of how I got to New York is wild. Basically, I followed a boy here.
Okay, as
and-
one does.
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
and then unfortunately that boy cheated on me, and I broke up that relationship. And then instead of moving back to Chicago where my whole family is, I decided to hunker down and stay. And I'm so glad I did. I feel really grateful for how everything worked out. It was probably one of the hardest years of my life, like first kind of adjusting to the city. But 5 years later, 4.5, 5 years later, like my life is, it's incredible. It's something I would have never guessed as a young gay boy living in this like small farm town that my life would look like this. I would be surrounded by so much love.
So you like moved away from this town 5 years ago?
No, so it was
You were in Chicago.
Yeah, I was in Chicago until 2015.
Okay, because as one does in the
Yeah.
Midwest, they moved to Chicago first,
Right.
And then
in 2018, I got offered an opportunity to teach for SoulCycle.
okay.
So I became an instructor through SoulCycle, and they moved me to Austin, Texas.
Oh,
And in Austin is where I met
Yeah.
Richard.
I lived in Austin too.
Yeah, it was a cool place.
Yeah.
So I was there for a couple of years, and then
Did we have overlap?
probably
No, you were there in 2019.
Pandemic, yes?
Pandemic.
yeah,
Yes.
yep.
You were there.
2019.
Yes.
I was there all the way up until the pandemic started, and then I went
Actually,
to the
You
hospital. And
would
then I
have met him at
the charity event.
Bullathon.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, there you go. So
So yes, there is some
there's
overlap.
You were
intersecting
Bullathon?
of
No,
lives.
he wasn't there.
I
but
wasn't there.
The
Yeah.
ex was.
Oh.
I
Wait,
wasn't
where were you?
really sober yet, or working on my sobriety
Oh.
then. Yeah.
Huh.
But my ex was.
Oh.
So it was kind of like that's how Richard and I got
That's how-
connected. But
Oh.
yeah, so I just like needed, like with the health stuff, I just started this journey of really truly getting honest with myself about the fact that I needed help and support. I was like addicted to fast food and just like running from all the things, from my feelings, like, you know, many people's stories of struggling with addiction, like very similar in some ways. And
You treated
So-
like food with like
a drug,
yeah.
Mhm.
totally, yeah. And then through that, like becoming a SoulCycle instructor and having already lost all that weight, then came this whole kind of like obsession of like
being
wanting,
validated.
being validated and like receiving the
Mhm.
compliments and things like that. And
There's a name
So-
for it, isn't there?
I'm sure, I don't know.
I forget what it's called.
Yeah, I forgot what it is.
It's not exactly probably the best nickname ever. I can't remember what it's
Yeah.
called. But it's like when not necessarily a glow up, but like it's like when somebody kind of like goes through a situation like, and they lose a lot of weight, they start getting a lot of attention,
Yeah.
and it kind of turns them into like I don't know, it's like a
I mean, I became like way more self-absorbed and obsessed with like how I
almost like,
looked.
yeah.
I mean, and it essentially like developed into an eating disorder, you know,
Right.
and then kind of the journey and struggle with that, and like having to get help for that, and
So almost trading addictions.
100%.
Well, I mean, like both of them are kind of forms of eating disorders, I would
Yeah.
imagine, in
Yeah.
some way, shape, or form. So it's like more or less like just hitting the opposite end of the spectrum.
yeah. and really
tough.
just like a control, you know? And so kind of like Soul Cycle has always been a part of, or has been a part of my life the past 7-8 years. And through that kind of like personal training and I like found my way through that. And I guess like where I'm at today, which I feel like is like most important and what I would love to share is
right now is like you're doing a lot of
teaching breath work.
Yeah.
So I found my way to breath work about 2 years ago, and now I facilitate it. And I just came back from getting certified to teach yoga. So I just did my like 200-hour yoga cert.
Where did you do it?
I was really lucky, and I got to do it in Mexico.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
great. I
it
did mine in
was-
Costa Rica.
It was unbelievable. It felt
How was
like
that?
it was completely life-changing.
The coursework itself is really cool because I think what a lot of people don't realize is that like teaching yoga and actually, okay, how do I say this? The practice of like doing yoga like in a studio, like in a classroom, is very, very different from like going and doing a yoga teacher training. You're not necessarily just going to a location and just doing quote unquote yoga the whole time. It's literally like a 2-week, 3-week course in yoga philosophy.
Yeah.
And like the actual principles and the understanding as to like where yoga came from, why it exists
Yeah,
today, and what the
exactly.
real purpose and what the real intention is. And it's not to get into these cool poses and to have these sexy bodies. It is
Yeah.
completely like not what it's for at all. It's to calm the chitta vritti of the mind,
There you go.
which is the white noise, the little chatter inside of your head. It's to eliminate that and get to a place of like peace and serenity.
Yeah.
So
Beautifully said. Yeah.
I love that
So-
word, the chitta vritti.
What exactly is breath work?
Yeah.
Oh,
Great question. Essentially, it's just the controlling of the breath, right? Like we already naturally we don't have to. It's an autonomic response in our body. We don't
Speak
think
for
about.
yourself.
But when but there's ways in which we can manipulate the breath to put us into different states. And so oftentimes, especially in today's world, we're usually in like a state of fight or flight, you know? And so there are specific kind of things that you can do with the breath to help you bring yourself into a parasympathetic state or a rest and digest state.
Okay.
So it's all kind of about that. And then also just really being able to, your breath is such like a present, bringing you back into a presence type tool. So if you often find yourself falling out of the moment a lot, you know, racing thoughts, things like that, anxiety, rumination, bringing yourself back into the present, the easiest way to do that is just to connect back to your breath. And then the particular style that I was trained in
Which
to
one?
facilitate, it's really, there's tons of different
yeah, I want to know which one you think.
names, but it's called, I mean, essentially transformative breath work,
Okay.
which is kind of a pulling together of a couple of different modalities, but it's essentially just a 3-part breath where you inhale through the mouth twice, so into the belly, into the chest, and then you exhale. And you do that for about 20-30 minutes. And on a science nerd level, you're really just depleting your body of oxygen. You're increasing the amount of CO2 that's in the body, and that affects the brain. And so this is where people have these experiences where like they
high.
can, yeah, you kind of feel like you're high, or some people see stuff, or they imagine they're seeing stuff. Not always, you know.
Think of like a DMT or like an ayahuasca sort of scenario, but without the actual use of a drug to actually reach that point.
It's safe. It's for a very short, limited amount of time. You are putting yourself into a stressful state, but because it's controlled and you can get out of it quickly, it's not like taking a pill or something like that where you're like
You have
in
no
for the
control,
journey, you have no
yeah.
control.
Good luck.
Yeah, and so for me at least, one of the amazing things about it is obviously with just the little bit that I've shared about my experience, I've had a very complicated, challenging, difficult relationship with my body. And breath work has been a way for me to open the door to getting more grounded and connected to my body, which my body has never failed me. Like my body has always like told the truth, you know?
Yep.
And with my own kind of experience and journey with addiction and mental health, like telling the truth is hard, you know,
Yes.
but I know it is the way that I want to like live my life. You know, it's like the way that I feel, that's just like who I want to be, you know, is just the most authentic, honest person version of myself that I can be, like moment to moment. And the breath like doesn't lie, you know? So
Beautiful. I mean, for a lot of people, it is very healing.
yeah.
And when we host our wellness retreats, we always tend to incorporate like a segment on breath work wherever we
Beautiful.
are, and it ends up being one of the highlights of the trip. Well, depending on who leads it, but it ends up being like a highlight of the trip. People love it, and for very obvious reasons. I mean, it's safe. You feel like you're in a safe space when it happens, and not only does it like provide this opportunity or this like vessel for healing, but like you get to do it and be more connected with the people that you're on a trip with, you know, like
Absolutely. Yeah.
doing it around people that you have maybe just met but already feel this like deep rooted connection with because you're on the same sort of experience, on the same sort of pathway. And I don't know, it's a really beautiful, intense but beautiful way to kind of like break the ice.
Yeah, it can be intense. It doesn't always have to be. And I mean, when you think about people that are dropped in and they're present and they're connected, of course you're going to have more enriching, you know, just experiences together. Yeah. So, and I feel like we are in a place where obviously breathwork, it's been around for centuries. Like, you know, it's rooted or grounded in, one could say, like yogic, you know, tradition,
Right.
philosophy, practice. And I think now with Western, just, what am I trying to say? Like,
I think that a lot of Western
they're-
cultures or Western
they're
civilizations
changing it, they're picking it up, it's starting to become more commercialized.
We've depended so much for such a long time on doctors and like on Western science to give us the answers to the questions that we had, and I think now more than ever we're realizing that like Western medicine doesn't have answers to all the questions that we have, and there is like this big like there's this big like black blob like that kind of just like sits right on top of like the medical community, and it has a giant question mark in it, and it's like this unknown variable that nobody can seem to understand or like fully grasp. And it's kind of like, and that blob in a lot of ways is Eastern medicine, and it is like these like ancient ways of like practicing like healing
Yeah.
in ways that we can't necessarily describe, understand. I mean, it's like it, and not to be like go off on the deep end, but it kind of incorporates a lot of those stories that you would hear or have maybe heard of people who like absolve themselves of like cancer, you know, by like just drinking like pomegranate juice or like, you know, like doing these crazy things, and you're just like, how can that possibly happen? And it's like there is some sort of giant blob question mark on it that like has the ability to do things that we just can never probably comprehend as humans. Like our brains probably just aren't big enough to like understand or comprehend what this is like actually trying to tell us.
Yeah.
And I think that's the fact that we're even trying is great. But I think that there has to be a level of like understanding that like we're never going to fully comprehend or grasp it, but just like being open to it is like
too much.
Yeah. Being open to it is like already 10 steps in the right direction.
Right. Yeah, the willingness to just kind of try and experience.
Yeah. Breathwork is always the one thing that like I've always kind of like, I mean, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, it's the one thing that I've always kind of stayed away from.
Why?
Well, when you're running an event and like there's just like 1,000 things happening at the same time, and we always did breathwork on the last day, and that's also like checkout date, and like there's like 20 other things that are going on at the same time. Like Chris, come lay down with us and do some breath work. I'm like, and like I'm kind of just like ready for y'all to leave.
Yeah.
But I've done it a couple of times at a different retreat center that I went to in Florida, and that very like what is it called? Very small dose of it, I guess you could say. was pretty cool to have experienced. I think that like in the future I'd probably want to dive more into like the different types and the different ways of doing it. But we're not there yet. We'll get there at some point. Yeah.
I'm teaching a class next Friday.
Oh, I'm busy.
I'm actually going to the class.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because like I was,
You're not even gonna be here.
the 17th I'm back.
Oh, okay.
I was.
That's the day I leave.
I was.
He's
Before we started this, I was like telling about my previous experience with breathwork, and like everything Eastern, or like a lot of the Eastern medicine. When I first tried, I'm like, "What is this?" Like when I first did Reiki, I was like, "Oh, will this really do anything?" And I actually really liked it, and I've done it multiple times. Or acupuncture.
Acupuncture, oh my god, is amazing, but don't do acupuncture in the morning.
Why?
Or in the middle of the day, because you will never wake up again.
Because
Yeah.
you're so relaxed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
acupuncture knocks me out. Like every single time I do
Beautiful.
acupuncture, I just like fall right asleep. If you do acupuncture anytime before 11, sweetie,
Yeah.
you aren't going anywhere.
But I was saying how when I did it, I heard people crying.
Yeah.
And going through all of these emotions, and I was like, "What is this?" And I think because of the fact that during the session, I was so focused on like what everyone else was doing, I couldn't really get into it.
Yeah.
But it's something one of my best friends swears by it. He also does all of the cold plunge and all of that too.
Mm-hmm.
So he recommends it. He does it. I think he does it like once a week.
Well, I mean, cold plunges
Yeah.
can be a little bit more like scientifically quantified
Yes.
than other things. can
But I just don't like being that cold.
be. I mean, yeah, fair.
But it's something I want to. I hear the benefits of it, and thinking about those people in that session,
Mm-hmm.
having such strong, especially the people crying. It's like, okay, this is going
I
through
think
something.
sometimes when I hear the people crying, it's the first thing that makes me think it's bullshit
Yeah, that's
Mm.
that's what I think at
or like
first.
attention-seeking behavior.
But
But then I
then-
hear them afterwards, and I'm like, okay,
Yes, that's what it is. It's like I need, not that I want to have that exact experience. It's like, okay, let me see because these people are actually getting a benefit from it.
Yeah, right.
See, I'd be the person that would start crying, and then like that other day when we did that episode, and I was crying here, and I was like, "Why am I crying? Like this is not normal.
Yeah.
Why am I choking up talking about this?" And I think that those are like I would end up being the first ones to start crying in this scenario, in this situation, and be like, "Oh my god, like this is not supposed to happen. This is not supposed to."
That's interesting. Like that resistance to me is like
I don't think
you
it's
thinking like
resistance.
why is this isn't supposed to happen.
Okay.
It's like why can't it just be okay to allow what is
True.
supposed to
I mean,
come up and
I
out to
will
come
let
up
it.
and
I
out?
will let it go. Like I'm not holding it back. But I have found in the past that I tend to be I can be very, for lack of a better word, like a little bit cold on emotions.
Mhm.
You know, I have the ability, I guess, to see things a little bit more pragmatically. You know, I try my hardest to not let my emotions get too tied up in things. And so if I'm starting to show emotion over something that is just like what I might deem to be so like seemingly like something that I've talked about a million times in the past without crying, and then all of a sudden you put a camera in front of me and we're talking about it and I start crying. I'm like, why am I crying right now? Like this has never happened in the past when I wasn't on camera, but now all of a sudden it's like striking up an emotion within me, and that to me is like one thing. So I'd probably go into it with the idea that like knowing I'll be like, I'm probably gonna cry during this because of the fact that because of the fact that I've always kind of like thought of myself as being a little bit more compartmentalized with my emotions. You know what I mean? So it's like it's not that I'm necessarily saying I'm going to fight the urge to cry when I go into this breathwork session. It's like I'm acknowledging that I'm probably going to get overly emotional during it because of the fact that like I tend to be more on the other end of the spectrum in so many other facets of my life.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like it's kind of like it's like my body or my brain probably like auto-correcting, you know, and making sure that there's like balance on the other end of the equation.
Totally.
Whereas some people might like veer like 3 points to the right and 3 points to the left, like I have like 20 points to the left, and then I'll go. I operate at like 20 points to the left, right? And then there's like those 2 or 3 times where I'm just like at 170 on the right. And then that makes up for all the
Same.
time that I
Yep.
spent like on the left-hand side of the street.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm getting at.
So what made you get into breath work? Because you went, it seems like going from soul cycle, personal training, then jumping to breath work.
What happened?
What,
What happened?
was-
Yeah,
happened?
who hurt you?
No, no, that's a different episode.
We have time. Go ahead.
No, and I took a class. So my teacher, I have 2 that I've I guess trained under. It's George Ramsey and Ali Maz. Hi. So grateful for them. I took George's class. He teaches once a month here in New York. It's like the second Friday of every month. This was like 2 years ago. He lives in North Carolina. And I took the class and I just had an emotional experience. And I was like, oh my gosh, kind of like drugs. I was like, I need to do this more. I need to figure out how to do this. Yeah. And at the time, so I'm 5 years sober from smoking weed, and I'm, a couple 100 days sober from alcohol, and sobriety has always been an interesting journey that I've just been on, and for my mental health. And I'm always looking for new tools in the toolbox to stay in this place of recovery. And this just felt like one of those things where, again, I just felt so alive in my body, so connected. I hadn't felt this sense of peace before, where it had been a very long time. And in order to honor that, I just felt like I needed to figure out how to learn how to teach it. And I've kind of always done that throughout my whole life. It was I tried Soul Cycle, became obsessed with it. I was like, how do I become the teacher of this,
Are you still the teacher of Soul Cycle?
I left last year, but I was just telling Richard that I'm kind of playing with the idea of coming back because I miss it a lot. I miss being in that room with the energy, the space, the music. And so after I had done that first class with George, I was like, how do I do more of this? He was like, I actually have this, training coming up in a couple of months. And they had been doing trainings for about a year or 2, I think, by this point. So I was like, let's do it. So just trusted my gut, and yeah.
So you just took one class and then
And I was like,
decided
this
to
is
Now
it.
he's a convert.
This is it. Yeah.
And now he's signing everybody who's watching this episode up as well. Now everybody get out your needles. Prick your
You
finger.
have to do it. No.
Prick the tip of your finger.
I
and
mean,
your blood.
just like everything else, it's not for everybody either. You have to figure it out. But we all do breathe. So I think
some people
figuring out how to
automatically
use that to your advantage, can be really helpful. And just through the last 2 years and kind of consistently practicing, and then now bringing other people into fold and introducing it to other people, I have changed so much in my own confidence, in my own skin, and have felt like I have come such a long way in the process of trusting myself, and kind of working on healing those wounds of self-worth.
What led you to do a yoga retreat or yoga teacher training?
It just felt like the next right thing.
Yeah.
Last year.
Do you teach?
I have not really started teaching classes, but
Do you
that's
want
kind
to?
of next on my list. Yeah, I think so. I think I feel
I
like I want to
don't.
try it. And some people come to it and they feel that. Yeah.
My
I feel like
sister took went to the training
Oh, really?
because she just wanted to do
learn
the
more.
training.
Yeah.
She never wanted to teach. Whenever the requirement to, I guess, at the end was she had to do some teaching.
Yeah.
She didn't want to do that part.
I was I felt as though I always wanted the opportunity to teach a class in case we were on a retreat or a trip or something, and we lost an instructor to beating or something, mixing 2 colors together,
Yeah.
had to let him go. And I was like, it'd be nice if I could know how to step in if I
Yeah.
really needed to. And so I did a yoga teacher training with one of my favorite instructors in Miami. But I mean, I was like, I don't even want to go there. Like, I don't want to go where you're going, but I'm going to go because it's you.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this would not be happening. She gave me like a really good rate, so I was very grateful.
Nice. And Costa Rica is so beautiful.
Yeah. It's overpriced. But it's beautiful. It's a beautiful country. I think that
Yeah.
I think there's so many Americans there though. It's like turned into like a little
Yeah.
mini like expat universe, and
Yeah.
it's a shame like that. Like you go to like the local coffee shop and they charge you $20 for a cup of coffee, $20 US. Like their menu is in US dollars.
Yeah.
US dollars, not even their own currency. It's in US dollars, and they're like, oh, because it's local. And I'm like, well, because the coffee's local, that shouldn't make it more expensive. I'm like, I spend less money for a cup of coffee in Miami. And Miami is probably one of the most expensive cities, if not the most expensive city in the country. Way more expensive than here. Way more expensive than anywhere else I've ever been. And like, we're not paying $20 for a cup of coffee there.
That's wild.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
It was disheartening.
But we're also like coming in and, I don't know.
Creating monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like coming in and taking up space and like they're serving us, so it's like, I don't know. I feel like
Oh, good for them. They're taking it.
Exactly.
They're making money.
we're doing
They're taking
the
advantage.
same thing here.
They
So-
make so much money there. It's crazy. I even got like an acai bowl there once. It was probably one of the most amazing acai bowls I've ever had in my whole entire life.
You remember?
Oh,
Yeah.
I brought back like 6 jars of that peanut butter.
Better
It
than the
was-
pantry.
Oh my God, Richard! They made their own peanut butter from scratch. Like nothing could beat that. And like their peanuts tasted different. And like he put it in a blender, he ground it up, and just like put it in an acai bowl. And I was like, what is this magical nectar? I must have all of it. And he's like, it's peanut butter. And I was like,
Oh wow.
this is not peanut butter, sweetie. This is
They put
something.
honey in it. Well,
This
like,
is so much different than anything I've ever had. I'm like, you can't call this peanut butter. This is just like it's crack. Like, it was like, there's something in there. I was like, I couldn't stop eating it. I just had to have more and more and more. I brought back like my whole suitcase was like, they were like, "Where's your clothes?" And I'm like, "Don't worry about it." Like, did you claim this? I'm like, no. Just close the bag. Just look the other way.
The Pines Pantry makes a
Yeah.
really good acai bowl.
If you're ever on
Okay.
Long Island and you go to the Fire Island, no, the Fire Island. If you ever go to Fire Island, and you go to this place called the Pines.
Pantry.
There's a place there called the Pines Pantry. They
Mm.
also have one of the most amazing acai bowls you will
Yes.
ever have in your life because they use Sambosan unsweetened acai. Unsweetened, which
good.
is the best part. 'cause
Wow.
and it's like the true like real stuff like from Brazil. But on top of that, it's only like $14 for the whole bowl. It's like the
The
cheapest thing on the whole entire island.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's so inexpensive. Like you could get like chicken tenders and French fries for like $30, and yet you can get like
And
a whole acai bowl with like everything you could possibly ask for on it.
extra
Peanut butter
Oh my gosh.
for $14.
for $14. It's
You're
incredible.
making me
It's so
hungry.
good. They charge you just $2 for the extra peanut butter. I'm like, that's fine.
Yeah,
You could have it. I'm like,
compared to everything else in
and
the
it's
pantry.
it's such a massive portion too. The bowls are huge. You got a forever customer in me.
We need to get this
How do you-
boy
how-
some
how do
acai
you do
bowls.
How do you do the Gen Z heart?
I don't
Like that.
Oh,
it's like-
that's right.
What is it? Oh wow.
But then there's the other one where you go
It's
like this.
Yeah, like the.
Uh,
what is it?
It's like this.
I don't know.
I'm not doing this right. The K-pop one?
Yeah.
Yeah, Korea's crazy. You ever been there? Oh my god. They play the music videos on the street. And they blast them on loud too. So you're walking down the sidewalk and you can like sit there and just watch K-pop music videos like as
Wow.
you're like going shopping. He needs a bar
The
charm.
bar charm.
Actually, that's looking perfect.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
This is
Actually
what it's
doing
gonna
really
look like
well.
after it's like a little
Yeah?
faded.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys are going so fast.
Well, we've been-
Thank you.
This is our job.
Yeah,
so
we-
I
Yeah.
would hope that we're going faster than you. Could you imagine if you were going faster than us? That'd be a problem.
Then you'll have a job here.
You never get to leave.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Hotel California.
Yeah.
It's been so like I think it's really cool that we have you here today. I mean, I've been a little not disconnected, but out of the wellness space for a little bit, just because of the fact that like we haven't been doing a lot of the events that had been doing in the past, and then this year we decided we wanted to host a podcast, and it's been nice because we get to see people from all different like industries and different sorts of like, you know, talk to everybody about how they find gratitude in their own lives, and like it's been really evident how much this journey has taken you to that place that we all strive to be in at one point or another in our lives. And it's really beautiful to have heard your story, so I want to thank you for coming on and telling us about it. I think that you probably inspire a lot of people every day, and I think that you probably inspire even more people that you will never even know. And yeah, and with that, I want to thank you for being on the show. Is there anything you wanted to add? You wanted to let people know where to find you, give us your socials, whatever the case may be?
Yeah, Instagram, TikTok, all of that is Jack P. Bauer, Bauer.
I forgot to throw in the Kiefer Sutherland joke.
I knew you were going to say it. I knew it. I was waiting for it.
We just like said
I was about to,
and I was like, oh my God. We were supposed to talk about 24 this whole time. I was just going to call him Kiefer this whole episode. Can't believe I forgot.
Time to reshoot.
You died. Yeah, reshoot. Dodged the bullet with this one.
Oh.
Next time, you are only Kiefer.
So they can find all your events.
So it was all
events.
all the events that he does with breathwork,
Yep.
anything else with Soul Cycle, I guess it's all going to be on your Instagram, which is Jack P.
Bauer.
Sutherland. What?
24.
24. Could you imagine if you put 24 at the end of your handle? You'd probably get so many followers.
The real Jack Bauer.
Yes.
I would die. Oh my God, that'd be amazing.
Well,
They're like,
thank
wait,
you
where's
so
all the
much.
24 content? This doesn't look like it. It's so funny.
All right.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
I hope you love your
guys.
bracelet.
I do. It's so beautiful.
It looks good already.
Skyline.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So one of the beautiful things about this bracelet is that it's beautifully colored because the person who selected it just has really good taste. But they're stretchy, so they're sure to fit your wrist size perfectly. So, do you want the state of gratitude facing towards you or away from you?
Towards me.
Towards you. Cool. Okay. So, think on it. Think about your intention, where you want that to be, and we're going to wrap. The beads, you can shower with this on. Since it does have the gold plating on a lot of them, like, I would maybe recommend taking it off every once in a while, but to be honest with you, you don't have to. It'll just look a little bit like this.
Cool.
Over time, see how it kind of fades a little bit.
Yeah.
The silver is not as sparkly, the gold is not as sparkly, but at the end of the day, like, it's still a really, like, cute
Beautiful.
dimensional bracelet. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being
This
here.
is awesome.
And
So
that's how you put
grateful.
on a wrap.
Yay.
Yay.